All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Captain's Draft 4.0 North American Qualifiers here. We are into game number 2 between Immortals and VGJ.Storm. So far, an amazing start to this series. Really great game in game 1, back and forth action. Really just a lot of high-octane stuff coming out. And I think Game 2 should be no different here. Of course, Immortals versus VGJ.Storm, already a really good matchup. And a lot of run-at-you action. Plus, a lot of run-at-you heroes in this type of draft. So we'll see what picks come await us here. You can see the draft on the left side of your screen. Very exciting stuff. Thank you for joining us here on moonducktv. My name is Mont. With me is Aosin. And what are you expecting, Aosin? More of the same from this series? More run-at-you style of Dota? Or is this going to slow down in terms of these like late-game heroes that are available in this draft?
So immediately looking at this draft, there's a severe lack of good supports is what I see. I think Earth Spirit's probably going to be first picked here. That's just my guess. And I think the overall pace of the game kind of depends. I think like Medusa is most likely going to be in this game. Oh, Earth Spirit's is straight up banned out. So the only good supports remaining.
Rasta,
I think
AA.
Treant, Rasta,
There's like 4 of them available, maybe. There's like just enough for both teams.
Well, I mean, so the thing is, there's supports, right? But I'm talking about good support.
Yeah, true.
For this path, so
Undying's pretty good. It's been picked a lot recently. It's available.
I think Undying's pretty good. Yeah, I would prioritize Treant personally. I think Treant's probably the best one here.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's weird. I haven't heard too much people talk about Treant. So, I mean, what do you? Obviously, you like the hero, but what are the reasons why? Because we haven't seen it that much. I don't feel like.
I think that some of the things that I like a lot about it is the fact that one, his base damage is ridiculous, right? So because of the way the bounty runes work now, it's one of the better heroes to just kind of like outmuscle the other supports when you're fighting for bounty runes. So you're able to build up on a higher net worth earlier on as a treant, and then the overall utility that he's able to provide, just having that living armor is always a great asset to your team. Kind of scouting ahead with the invis and then setting up with overgrowth. Overall, just kind of does more than what other supports are capable of.
That's fair enough, but wow, that is a first pick Drow Ranger. That's crazy.
So I had when I saw the Drow Ranger changes, I was kind of theory crafting on whether or not a support Drow might be viable. And maybe this game might be
don't tell me that. I don't even know if I want to see that. Why is support Drow viable? What are the changes that makes it viable?
All right. So in order to explain a little bit more, and let me go bring up my handy Dueling Fates update.
Yeah, I got it right here as well with me. He added a visual effect on creeps when precision or cast, whatever. It's the talents that are changed.
It's just the talents, yeah. So she's really squishy. You don't exactly want to first pick her because there's so many ways to deal with her, but because of the talent changes, you just kind of build her as if you were a regular Drow Ranger. You don't get as much damage as a ramp up, but you just, have that utility with the silence and the slow. And then eventually, once you hit those higher levels, that gust duration as well as the gust distance, it's a pretty good.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. Yeah,
but this is just theory crafted. Keep in mind. I honestly think it's garbage.
Yeah, let's hold off on the Drow support talk for now. Let's assume it is going to be first overall Drow pick as a core. They have the Necrophos along with it. They won't have the Undying or Ogre Magic because those are both picked up by Immortals, which, by the way, great heroes for that team in terms of running at you. Those are probably the 2 best heroes to do it in this in this draft that are available. But they will pick up the Ancient Apparition for VGJ.Storm so that they don't get countered by it as they have the Necrophos. They want to make sure they have it. And it's pretty good against Undying, pretty good against Ogre as well, so makes a lot of sense. But this draft is so far one of the craziest drafts I've seen, even though they're pretty solid picks for Undying and Ogre Magi. It's 2 melee supports that don't really, I mean, you have Fire Blast, but other than that, there's not too much lockdown coming in. So it's really weird, this draft already.
I think this is where Immortals should probably pick up the, should you pick up Medusa? Like the problem right now is that there's a Medusa and there's an anti-mage, and it just really comes down to whether or not you're going to be afraid of it. But I feel like if they don't take Medusa could be a big problem for Immortals if VGJ go for it.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, like you said, there was an anti-mage. So if VGJ.Storm picked Medusa, They don't have last pick. Immortals are the ones that have last pick, so maybe they can get an advantage like you talked about, but they will be the ones that grab it. So, like, good call for you, throwing out that Medusa is going to get grabbed by Immortals, and it makes sense this game. Late game hero, really strong, I think, as well. I don't know. I like it a lot here. I actually like this pick a lot coming in for Immortals.
I mean, yeah, this pick is actually an insane pick. I think Medusa is just really, really strong right now. And the reason why you want to pick it up here for Immortals as well is just because you don't want it to pair up with the Drow Ranger.
Right.
I think if they have the combination of the Necro Medusa and the Drow Ranger, they're very flexible, or not, maybe not very flexible, but they can still make the lanes work and work out pretty well for them.
This is so interesting. This Treant Protector is picked up now, so my gut tells me this is an Undying core, not an Ogre or Treant core, because you have technically 3 support heroes now. What are you thinking in terms of where some of these heroes are moving?
I would have to imagine it's a core Undying as well. I don't really see too much merit in having a core Ogre Magi or a Treant Protector. Right. So we'll probably see something like a dual lane coming up here. Treant Protector doesn't really need to be in the off lane, but he can as well. He's just pretty good in any lane, really.
Right.
Oh, Doom.
So this should be... We've seen 4-position Doom. A lot of people really like 3-position Doom. Now the Storm Spirit. And that means...
It's a support Doom. And
yeah, it should be a support Doom. There's always that possibility. I mean, listen, you never know. I really want you to be right, to be honest, or like that theory to be correct. But I just can't see it happening. I think it is going to be the core Doom in the off lane, the Storm Spirit in the mid, the not core Doom, rather. Support Doom, Storm Spirit mid, HN, Apparition also support, Necrophos in, I don't know, somewhere, and then Drow Ranger in the safe lane. So it should be interesting. But one more pick for Immortals.
I just can't wait to see.
Yeah, we'll see. This game's already pretty crazy. A lot of really interesting heroes. Immortals are looking for their last core, which would be more than likely I guess, safe laner if you want Medusa mid, is what I would assume.
Since they're against a Necrophos, I think they want some more, I would imagine, more magic damage. There's no Diffusal Blade type of thing anymore, so what exactly is it? What pairs up with the Medusa? Maybe they go back for the Gyro. I feel like Gyro's still pretty good here.
Yeah, I agree.
But the thing is, they don't have an answer to the Storm Spirit. That's their issue right now.
There's no lockdown, exactly. They need something. What else is available? Sven, yeah, with Stormhammer perhaps. Maybe you go Deuce safe lane Death Prophet mid. You have a silence to work with at the very least.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I think I would prefer that much more.
Okay.
That's a good call.
I get it right once in a blue moon there, Eosin, so maybe it happens and I'll feel like a god. Probably won't, knowing my luck.
Luck? There's no luck here, man.
Okay.
You gotta believe. Experience in Dota and believe.
Yeah. All right, I'm believing. 5 seconds left in reserve time for Immortals. They're trying to get back into the series. Game 2, it is going to be the Life Stealer. And that's not anything like I was talking about at all. But that's very interesting coming in from Immortals. What do you think about this last pick here, Eosin?
Well, it's good for the Drow Ranger. Good for the Doom. It's like, I guess I think so. This is what I imagine is going to happen. They probably pick the Life Stealer to pair up with the Treant Protector, and they're gonna play together for the most part, simply because that right now this is their only answer to a Storm Spirit, is for this Treant Protector to own the Storm Spirit. Overgrowth is all they have to hold them in place.
Yep.
You have a stun from Ogre Magi, but it's not exactly that reliable. So we'll just have to see how effective this Life Stealer Treant is going to be.
So Overgrowth is, I think it's dispellable, right? I'm pretty sure. And like you could BKB it off.
Dispellable?
Overgrowth. You could dispel off Overgrowth and
yes,
BKB it, I'm sure. So yeah.
Or Yules yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So at some point, Storm Spirit's going to get one of those items. Yules, BKB, something along those lines. And then at that point, what lockdown do you have? Fire Blast? That's it. There's no other lockdown in this game short of him jumping into Stone Gaze and getting stoned up. It's just not a thing. So we'll see. I mean, it is going to be the core Treant Protector, by the way, is 4 is playing it. Unless they switch roles, which would be interesting. That's crazy.
Ooh,
so
that is interesting. I hope it stays like this.
Eyes in the Forest. He's trying to get to that Aghanims.
So the thing is, right, when you play a lineup like this and you don't have enough answers for a specific hero, like Storm here, then it comes down to the itemization. So we'll just have to see how they itemize to deal with the Storm Spirit. Maybe we'll see, you know, Treant Protector played as a core, and then eventually he'll lead up to something like Blink Sheep, for example. Then you have a good answer.
Yeah,
for
true.
Storm Spirit.
Yeah, they might need that. It's going to be a little bit of time before it gets there, and we'll see if he goes like Midas or something too, which could be interesting. But for now, I mean, they're not switching. They're staying on the Frev Treant Protector. We'll have another quick pause at the beginning of the game, and somebody's heading to the bathroom. I think it was 747 Ryoya was going to head over there. But all right, man. I mean, you look at these drafts. You do have the Medusa late game for Immortals, but for VGJ.Storm, it just feels like they have a more stock standard lineup. I kind of prefer VGJ's draft because they have a Drow Ranger to work with, but I don't know, man. This could go either way this time around.
It really comes down to how well Immortals can get through this laning phase. I think like if they do well in the laning phase, then they'll have the answers to keep this game, you know, close. But if VGJ.Storm kind of just run off in the laning phase, I don't know if Immortals are going to have the answers they need later on when the mid game comes around. Like the Storm and this Necrophos are just going to be too problematic for them, and their cores don't exactly deal that well. They're just going to get kited.
It is an off-lane Necro, so they should be able to at least stop him from farming. I mean, there isn't any reason why he won't get shut down in whatever lane he's in. All right, we're going to get into it. The pause is now done. We're going to walk on down. Smoke up from VGJ to start things off. Where will they head? They're going to have 3 heroes heading towards that bottom lane. Snake King will just run mid. Immortals are doing sort of the same thing. They have 2 heroes running top. Couple running bottom. We might see a fight 3 versus 3 depending on if they want to take it bottom lane. Not sure if that's a good idea. I mean, do you want to fight into VGJ.Storm level 1? Does it feel? I guess if you have Chilling Touch, it's pretty good, but that's about it.
I think both sides are kind of lousy at level 1 fights right now. I mean, I would definitely give the edge to Immortals, but nothing too major. I think neither side really wants to commit. Let's just get our runes and call it.
Yeah. Right now, they're moving away from their own bounty run to the top lane, actually, VGJ.Storm. All right, they're going to have the Necro walk up. They dropped a ward down, and I think they saw the fact that Ogre was bottom with Lifestealer, and they've already switched the lane up for Snake King. He doesn't want to deal with that bottom lane. He doesn't want to get caught, and I think that makes sense.
Yeah, they want to put him up against the off-lane Treant Protector here. But I don't know how I feel about this Drow tri-lane.
Yeah, this is weird.
Runes? 3 runes.
Are they going to get 3 runes? Wow, that sucks for Immortals. That's a great start for VGJ. They literally run it at the last second with Flea. He came up from the high ground. He moved around this direction, and he's able to just scare away the Lifestealer. They had 3 heroes bottom. You're right, though. It is going to be a tri-lane versus a dual lane in the bottom lane, which is going to be very interesting. I mean, I don't know how this is going to work. Short of, I don't know, the Drow just getting farm. Can they even really get a kill? Even with like oh, Doom went Devour. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so he'll have a level 1 creep. Maybe he gets like a Satyr or maybe a Dark Troll. They could find something. Satyr would be the best, I think. Probably.
Yeah, I don't think they're really looking to get kills. They're just trying to make sure the Drow can get some farm.
Yeah.
Nothing too much or too crazy here. It's a triple melee, so it's not exactly that easy for Immortals to play with.
Double decay from Febby, and now you need it back because that's a lot of damage to take from auto attacks. Snake King top against the 4-Ev Treant Protector. This is a weird matchup. I actually have no idea what this matchup's like in the top lane.
Well, Treant Protector does 91 damage, so he's got that going for him.
He sure does, man. But the good news is Snake King, if he gets last hits and he death pulses, he'll be able to auto attack, so that damage is pretty mitigated. Bottom lane, though, like Immortals, they're actually doing pretty well. They're not really giving anything to this Drow Ranger with 0 last hits at this point in the game. So you gotta wonder, is this a good idea? Boulder toss.
It's mainly because of Flea being in the jungle for the first part of it. But I mean, Doom just doesn't really do much here, right? You got Devour, so you got some right clicks and you can throw a boulder every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's not exactly all that impressive.
Yeah, this isn't one of those crazy aggressive tri-lanes that's going to get kills like you just talked about. Maybe they could do some damage to MP, but honestly, this is... The good news again for VGJ.Storm is they're doing both well mid and top lane. Now the Ignite will come out. Boulder toss, MP. He doesn't have rage. He will open wounds, and Yoar is just dead. My God, he just got destroyed by Dubu and Febby. I don't know about this bottom lane, my friend. I don't know. Febby's going to take the rune, too. He's going to just jack it, although he might die. They have no shard golem. No.
I'm just kidding.
Frost arrows. Febby going to give a kill away, it looks like, to... he's so tanky with decay. He actually might live. They just need one more auto attack. He's alive. Yeah. The uphill miss, not going to be there. You are. We'll get the kill. So, all right, he goes down, but he gets a kill. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that kind of just showcases the strength of Undying in these early phases. That's decay and soul rip is no joke. I think that combination just of level 1 spells is enough to chunk down a Drow Ranger by like 300 health.
Right. All right. I mean, that's what Undying's good for. I mean, like, we saw it a lot in Dota Pit where you win one lane and, yeah, you maybe lose out on your other two, but you're doing so well in that one lane that it doesn't really matter. I mean, the Lifestealer's up to 12 last hits, and the difference here is that you have a Doom who can farm jungle, who can get items, unlike an Undying who doesn't really get much. So, I don't know. They'll try to go on bottom, maybe. Febby would be nice to grab. They have Infernal Blade. MP should have rage. He's level 3. No, he went level 2 open wounds. Uh-oh. Chilling touch. Flea's going to get chased down. They're going to turn instead and look for Febby, but that's just going to back him up. Now mid lane, Ryoya is still getting harassed by Kyo and Dubu. And they're going to sit this Ogre mid, which is back to what he's supposed to be doing. This is Ogre. Just sit mid, hit your buttons, make sure you regen up with your HP regen, and take no damage because you have armor.
Pretty impressive. 747. Oh, bottom lane.
I just caught it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's still impressive that 747, despite all this pressure, is still making it very difficult for Kyo to get farm. I mean, if you look at the net worth, they're pretty much dead even right now. And I think 747 has had much less help in this mid lane.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think anybody's really rotated in other than at the beginning of the game with Flea. Arcane Rune was spotted. I think they're leaving it for the Storm Spirit. Does he have a bottle? He does. That's huge. So Ryoya, now things are getting a lot easier for him in that mid lane. And meantime, top lane Snaking getting chased down by Forever, who's just trying to auto attack. No mana for Leech Seed, so this is a really weird matchup, but again, it is going the way, which is interesting because you have so much damage for Forever, but Snaking actually has a lot of last hits in comparison.
I'm just really curious to see where this Treant Protector offlane leads to. I mean, he's having a great laning phase, which is expected. Because,
I mean,
you have so much damage.
It's got to be Blink, right, in terms of items, or maybe Drum or something. I don't even know.
Well, he's getting Soul Ring first, so that he has that mana pool that he needs.
Right.
Probably because he doesn't want to go for Arcane Boots. Might be opting for a right-click pair of boots, Treads or Phase.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Dude, maybe we will see a right-click build. I mean, level 15, you get 90 damage, right?
That's kind of insane, actually. The fact that
you get
that's
35 EXP at 10.
I mean, is it a thing? Probably. Do I want to see it? Absolutely. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But,
yeah, probably not.
But it would be sick. Yuar's going to get chased down. They need open wounds. He might be able to make it away. He's just out of range, I believe, the open wounds. Now he's going to get caught, probably. I think he's dead. Good gusts, but I think he's still in trouble. Cold Feet coming out, and people rage it off. Yuar's just dead. Yeah. He was just too far up. A little bit of a positioning error there from Yuar getting caught out, but no big deal.
This is kind of the weakness of the Doom. You don't exactly want to sit in lane all the time, but the moment you leave the lane, things get a little dicey for you. Oh man, I actually think Medusa beats Storm in lane pretty handily.
You can see it now, yeah. He's doing really well. This Deuce pick was great. They will not get the bounty rune that was picked up by Dubu, who was being aggressive. Storm getting chased down. Ryoya is out of mana. Almost getting killed by Kyo just with auto attacks. Yeah, Kyo is just owning right now. They have no help to give Ryoya. And Flea gonna try to D-ward. Oh, he's just dead, I think, if he's not careful. There's so much damage from Kyo. Oh my god, dude. Like, he has, like, what? Boots and an Aquila, and he's already hitting for a ton of damage against this dude.
Yeah. Dude just has no mana. Oh, Ryoya gonna get harassed the moment
Ball lightning, he's fine, though. They want to D-ward this really badly. But you're right, this is rough. Bottom lane, you are TPing out. Febby cold feet it up. Well, it should be fine, although a lot of damage being done, but he will be able to survive. Meanwhile, top lane, Flea rotated in, was looking for Frev, but doesn't have nearly enough damage to bring him down. So yeah, this early game start, I mean, this is what they need to do for Immortals, and you have a Medusa to fall back on. This is about as good as it's going to get, I think, for Immortals here at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, but I think I still feel like they need a little more. I still worry for their lineup. Oh, top lane.
Yeah, this is a dive. I don't know if this is going to work. They need the Reapers, and Snakey can't find it, and Flea's going to give his life away instead. Maybe Scorched Earth is available. He is ignited. Scorched Earth will come out. He is pretty speedy. He's got the Windlace. He might be able to survive. He is ticking down from that ignite. Can he go for a TP? I'm lagging all of a sudden, which isn't good, but...
Yeah, he is fine. All right, so Trian is going for power treads. This might be the right-click build.
Dude, all right, let's do it. I'm ready. I'm willing to commit to this and just watch and see how this goes. I don't even know what commit means, but still, I'm hyped is what I'm trying to say, Steven. All right, I'm very hyped.
Just by having level 15, he has 200 damage in right-click already. So, I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. And so far, VGJ.Storm are starting. They still have a slight net worth advantage. A lot of that from snaking in the top lane, but the Drow, Storm, they're starting to catch up. This is a very interesting game coming out. The lead or the advantage that VGJ.Storm had, which was very slight, is coming from the Doom. Of course, his net worth is pretty good. But Stan King's going to get chased down in the mid lane. Ignite will come out. His clarity's canceled. He's taking damage. They won't die for the kill. Speaking of which, Flea coming around the back lines, level 4 with the ensnare from the Dark Troll Summoner. They're going to try to jump onto Dubu. Ryoya jumping in. That's plenty of damage. Fire Blast, Cold Feet, big pick up there, and Ryoya had a DD. Now looking for QO instead, but Stan King's going to be the one that gets chased down and killed. 1-for-1 trade. And that could have been better for VG Gaming Storm there. Oh, Flea. Jesus. All Lightning looking for Febby. Ryoya still has that DD rune. Febby's kind of baiting this. Ryoya, I don't think this is a good idea. Ryoya, that was not the play. He was baiting it clearly.
He's just standing there. I'm really surprised that he committed for that. You know, when your team is, when your opponent is just like standing there, you have to know something is up. And not to mention, there is that tree armor if necessary. Oh, top lane forced to ulti just to survive from.
Did he get Reapered?
Reaper side. Yeah, he got Reapered.
Wow, very close from staking. Get to that Veil, things will get easier, but. I mean, yeah, QO doing a lot of damage. You saw it there in the mid. Also, why would you make it go on Febby of all people? He has Soul Rip and Decay. I mean, I understand he had a DD rune, but he had like no mana. So Ryoya, perhaps just a bit of an error, but shouldn't be a huge deal. Although he might get killed here. Good ball lightning.
Storm's one of those heroes where you really don't want to have this kind of, or you don't want to play like that at the early stages of the game. If you know you can get the kill, sure, by all means, go for it. But you know, if it's kind of like up in the air, 50-50, you just want to play safe. Just go farm. You know, get your core items.
Go to the jungle or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of jungle, Yawar is not having a good time.
Nope. Treads Wraithband level 5. He doesn't have level 6 yet, which makes things obviously a lot harder. I think that the Drow can get back into this game if they can make some space for him. I don't care how farmed QO is. You still have like a Drow, a Storm, and a Necrophos. In terms of late game cores, that's just as good, almost. Obviously, Medusa is going to be the best one because of how much damage you could do and splitting up the map and stuff like that. But at this point of the game, I mean, if you could get... Oh, Snaking might just be dead. He has wand charges, but he is getting chased down by a haste rune. He's just dead, I think, actually. No, he has Ghost Shroud. TP? Yeah, okay. Still might die this.
This is why the hero was OP in the previous patch. Because of the healing
I completely forgot about Ghost Shroud. I'm going to be honest with you. I saw it as you were mentioning. I was like, oh, he's got his Ghost Shroud up. Okay. Oh, yeah. Storm's going Kaya, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is the build. It's a very strong item.
Sand King, he is donezo. MP, the damage, too much to deal with. They'll even drop the Tombstone for it. Secures the kill. Ryoya's running it from the side. They have level 5 on Flea. Getting close to Doom. They have Reapers back up, by the way. There's going to be the Fire Blast coming in to Flesh Golems pop. They really want Dubu. They should be able to use the ult here. There it goes. Nice kill. Snaking will get it done. Really good stuff. All right, so they keep their tier 1 tower alive too, which is also really good. Make space for Yawar. Well, now is level
exactly
6.
What they need.
All right. I think VGJ.Storm, they're not in that bad of a position. Yes, QO was extraordinarily farmed, but I don't know. They can still take this game if it can go late enough.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the big thing right now is to wait and see what this offlane Treant is going to offer. Like, he doesn't have a single point in Nature's Guides. He's just sitting in lane fighting. So...
he is going Blink, by the way. I knew it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he's the vehicle, right, for the Lifestealer. So
yeah,
he he's gonna have a ton of damage just because he's a treant, right? You hit level 15, you
Oh,
get 90
he's
damage.
about to get doomed. Yep. Doom. And I have Leech Seed rolling, but he's still 100% donezo. Trying to deny himself. Obviously, Ryoya will get the kill. Good rotation. Now Doom is down. QO gets the bottom tier 1 tower, though. And all of a sudden, Immortals have taken a 2-tower advantage over that of VGJ.Storm. So 3K gold, and a lot of that advantage are those tower kills. So good stuff there.
Oh, Invis.
Here we go. Yeah, Invis, Febby. This is going to be the next bomb. And they might find a lot here. Oh, man, this would be huge. This would be so big to find these targets. They're going to draw this circle. They know exactly where they are. Sand King might tank the gank. Will they infest out or will they wait for somebody else? They've seen Ryoya. They don't think they can kill them. Flesh Golem. Now they'll drop the Tombstone. Sand King's dead. He'll throw out the Ice Blast. It'll hit, but can they follow up, though? They're looking for Febby. They'll drop the Veil. There's the pole coming in. Febby's going to get dropped. Okay, it's a 1-for-1. The TP came in from the Lifestealer, though. That's not that bad of a trade, actually, all things considered. I mean, you only lose Sand King. You turn it into 1-for-1. That's pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah, that's not exactly what you're looking for Immortals. I think it was a little greedy on their part. They probably thought, like, oh, we can probably burst him down before he is able to cast anything, but unfortunately not the case there. They immediately responded and trade the AA for an Undying. Like you said, not worth.
But what is worth is they find that tier 1 tower top lane. And again, that's the last tier 1 for VGJ.Storm. All of a sudden, like that. QO has gotten every last hit, by the way, on those towers. He's gotten all 3 tier 1 tower last hits. And you can see he's up to 7k net worth in his farm. So QO is rich. He just bought a Dragonlance. He now has his Mask of Madness along with it. This dude is very, very farmed already in this game.
Yeah, and he's only going to get more farmed from this point on. I mean, he has everything he needs to farm as fast as possible. Not to mention he's got a Bloodlust machine on his team.
Yeah, true. Ice Blast sailing in. Reapers won't go. He might die to Cold Feet. He will. The Ice Blast actually the trail hit, but and that's what really dropped him at the end there. But still, they didn't get the Reapers, which is what they wanted. Although maybe they just wanted to keep him in place. I'm not sure. Anyway.
So it looks like MP is going to go for the Orchid. This is going to be their Storm answer for the mid game. So it's also very good for the Necrophos.
Yeah.
He gets this up in time. I mean, they can do a lot with this, but they do need their Treant to be on course for, you know, that earlier Blink Dagger.
And where is he at now? He's died twice in a row. He's at 1100. It's not that bad. He's still getting there. He needs a little bit more room to farm, but... And Ryoya working on a Kaya like we talked about. He's actually going to have it here. One more last hit. Flea has Doom ready. He's sitting at 1800 gold. I would imagine he gets a Blink next. Right? Would you think? For the Doom?
He might go for something else like... there's a potential that he goes for Shadow Blade, maybe?
Ah. Alright, I'm going to do it.
Because they're not exactly in this position where they want to, or they'll have, you know, a ton of sentries everywhere, and it kind of helps you farm faster and gives you more pick-off potential.
I like it a lot. We'll see if he does build it up. He has nothing in his quick buy, so we don't know what he's doing yet. But Ball Lightning, MP was spotted, but Ryoya is out of mana now. He went back home to get his Kaya, and now he had a regen rune on top of it. So Kaya, obviously the new item for those of you guys that haven't seen it, 16 intelligence, plus 10% spell amplification, and 10% mana cost and mana loss reduction. Plus the intelligence also helps with the spell amp as well, so it's pretty good. MP, Ice Blast is going to hit, and they're going to jump on him. He's going to have to rage away. Ryoya is still chasing him. There's the living armor. And if he had another hero with him, he probably gets that kill. But no such luck.
It's really hard to kill a Lifestealer like that, though. You know, you have to... He would have to have really, really slow reflexes. Because if he gets that rage off, I mean, the kill's over. So.
Yeah, that's fair. But, all right. I think... Oh, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. He got caught.
He's very dead.
I don't know. He was up there, I think, trying to ward or something. Might have gotten countered immediately. That's crazy.
Right.
I think they're farming pretty well. By the way, it is going to be the Shadow Blade for Flea. I actually think that VGJ.Storm... with a Doom added in, they can get enough farm, and they've been splitting up the map well enough that this is starting to look pretty good for them, despite QO being super strong right now.
Yeah, I think they're willing to take it to the late game. You look at Flea's build, he changed it up. They kind of realized we're just going to be farming it right now anyway, so immediately goes 4 points into Devour. Originally, you know, started with the Scorched Earth as well as the Infernal Blade build, but now it's just farming away.
They will try to make something happen top, but he knows there's a TP coming in from Q, and they're going to see Dubu as well. It's time to back up if you're He just immediately TPs. It's a smart play, knowing that there's only going to be an Undying in lane. He can't do anything about it. And they rotate 2 heroes, and they're just going to have to farm the jungle now. So we'll see what Immortals could do. Now it's only a 1k net worth advantage. The Shadow Blade is done for Flea, but like you mentioned, he had level 4 Devour, so still only 2 points in Infernal Blade and Scorched Earth. But the Doom is ready. They might want to make something happen here. The question is, will they smoke on top of this ward? They didn't. This ward, of course, will not spot them. And now they're looking for a target. Forev, not the target they really want. And he might just break the smoke, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the smoke's about to just be broken, and they won't have detection. Do they have detection? Yes, they drop a sentry. Oh, no, they dropped a ward, actually, on top of the sentry, which is never a good sign.
Oh, but they know Forev is here now.
They don't, yeah, they're going elsewhere, though. They don't even really care.
Oh, they want the Lifestealer, I think.
This is a tough kill, though. He needs pull. He only has level 2 pull. And Flea and crew are not close enough yet. And MP's just already gone, essentially.
He's just running circles around them. I don't even think he realizes it. That's the best part. Oh, bottom lane.
TPs are coming out. Gust, you are just using it just to make sure he can get out. He will. All right, well, I mean, that wasn't that bad. I mean, they didn't accomplish anything other than wards, but again, this one just got dewarded. That sucks. It happened to be a sentry there already, which is pretty funny.
Oh, this is pretty interesting. Kilo is going to go straight for Scotty, so he's going to be extremely. Man, look at how much farm he has. He's like,
yeah, he's rich.
Close to 4,000 over everyone.
I don't think he's not killable anytime soon. I'm pretty sure. Especially when he gets the Scotty, he won't be. Although they have Doom, maybe. Yeah, all right, he's killable. I spoke way too soon. He's not really tanking any damage. Reapers will come out. Ice Blast will hit. That should do enough. Yeah, it will. And that's going to be 2 kills. That's huge. Wow. I've never been so wrong in my life. Oh, he's not killable. He dies instantly after I talked about it. He was pretty tanky, don't get me wrong. But my God, I looked like an idiot there. Jesus.
He's definitely very tanky, but they have so many answers for this Medusa. I mean, a huge chunk of their damage comes from, you know, the AA Blast not letting him get healed up by the living armor, and then you have the Veil, Reaper Scythe, as well as the I don't even remember what else.
They have Doom.
The Doom, Infernal Blade, a big one as well.
Yeah.
And then you have the Precision Aura from the Drow Ranger.
I mean, that's huge. That's a giant kill. He's still on the sideline for another 10 seconds. They got some wards down. They're playing on their side of the map, VGJ, and they are doing really well in terms of getting farm. But now, this is where it gets interesting. MP has picked up the Orchid Malevolence. So if they want to find something here, especially on the Storm Spirit, they can. And they might even go for a smoke. We'll see if they're going to try to find something here with this Orchid, or if they're just going to farm up a little bit more. For now, Brev still... He went Midas on the Treant Protector.
They're just going to go straight
They're in Roche. Yeah, they're in Roche. And I don't think they have any idea this is happening. This is just going to die. Orchid, you've got a medallion on one of these heroes. It's on to Febby. And they'll drop Tombstone. Ice Blast is going to come in, and it's going to do some work, but it's going to be too little too late. And nothing they can do about it. They will take Aegis. Yuo's going to grab it. And now killing him twice with all of those abilities used for the first kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Forev has to Overgrowth. They have another Storm Spirit Ball Lightning. There's a tier 1 tower. They're not going to dive it. They decided against going down to that tier 1, so... But like I was saying, though, I mean, killing the Dusa once was kind of hard enough as it is. Now killing her twice seems also very difficult, but we'll see. Oh, bottom lane. Overgrowth already been used, and Forev is just done so. They dusted up. Living armor on the tower, but this thing's going to fall. Very good kill for VGJ.Storm, and Ryoya continues to be a nuisance up to, what is it? 9k net worth, and now a mega kill spree.
He's about to finish his Bloodstone, so...
Uh-oh. Snaking is walking around the corner. Ice Vortex. They'll see him. Dubu has got an infested hero inside of him. Sentries drop down. A ward. They're going to de-ward it. Snaking, though, out of mana. He's also going to get Orchided up. Ice Blast came in, and he is just going to be dropped. Beautifully done by MP. 2 quick kills. Ryoya trying to just push into the wave and get out. So that's the Orchid reveal. And Snaking was also out of mana to begin with, but really good stuff coming in from Immortals there.
This is a great pickup for MP. This is definitely the item that they needed. Solves a lot of their issues. So I think VGJ are going to be in this position again where they need to farm up the items to break this silence. Until then, you don't exactly want to take any engagements.
Yeah, especially now with Aegis up. We haven't even seen UR in this game, pretty much. He's almost got Manta, and he's still a little bit behind, but he's making his way back into this game. So, yeah, like you mentioned, once you get these items, especially on UR, especially on the Storm Spirit, we'll see them probably go for a bit more aggressive plays, but we still have, how long in this Aegis? 3 minutes. And QO and Immortals want to take these towers so damn badly and get this lead back in their favor. Man.
Still no Blink Dagger for the Treant Protector. He did just go straight for the Midas.
Yeah.
You know, figured that he needs to be farming, but... Well, they're making use of this Aegis. Oh, they're just going in. I mean, look at this Medusa. He's got Bloodlust, he's got armor, he's got Soul Rip.
They might just take this tier 3 tower. There's no glyph available. That's insane. They're going to take the tier 3. They might even get racks. Yep, here we go. I mean, what can VGJ do? Ice Blast will come in. Melee Rack's taking a lot of damage. MP will be cold feeded. He does have a Rage. He'll pop the Flesh Golem. Staking still in trouble. The Reapers is going to come out. He got Rage off in time. Just barely. And with the Reapers now down, they're going to take the Melee Racks. They might just back altogether. Coming in from behind is Flea. They'll jump through. The Doom's going to come out at MP. That should be enough to bring him down. And so far, they get Ryoya. They turn right around and they just blow him away. Kiwa's just too strong. He finds a double kill, and UR might be next. This Medusa is absolutely terrifying. UR almost gets dropped down. Staking is going to get chased. It's going to be a full set of racks taken mid. And with Doom down, Storm is finally respawning. Maybe they can do something. Aegis is still up for Immortals. They'll move top. There's a tier 3 available there. All of a sudden, this game might just end. Ryo will jump in. They're looking for Dubu. He might get this kill. The Gust coming out as well. The Orchid's back up with the Storm Spirit. He can't afford to die twice. He's going to. He's got to deny himself. He's got buyback. But at this point, this game might just end. Immortals, all of a sudden, Kyo says it's time to finish this bad boy off. A 7K lead now. It'll be a tier 3 tower. Ice Blast will come in. It gets raged by MP. Looking for UR. Plenty of damage being done by QO. Mask of Madness. A mega kill spree. This game's just over. It's going to end. It's it, GG. VGJ.Storm. Unbelievable. They had this game even literally 2 minutes ago, and now it just ends.
I think we finally witnessed the strength of this Treant Protector. They were taking a fight into this Immortals lineup where the Medusa... I mean, you have to do something, right? They're just banging on your front door, taking your Raxes, and you have to make a play. But there's a Medusa with an Aegis, with Bloodlust, you know, the Scotty. He's just so strong, and because of that, they were like, okay, let's go for someone else. They try to kill MP, but they just can't finish him off because this Treant Protector has living armor going off. He has Leech Siege going off. I think like his 3.5k heal at that. For the entire game, I'm pretty sure like 3k of it was from that last engagement.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, it didn't look that good